What's up, everybody? So my cousin just sent me a picture of a really nice 8-pointer that he just shot this morning. But then after that, he sent me a text basically explaining that, oh, it's just a decent buck, and I probably should have waited for a bigger one. Basically like almost like he felt guilty for shooting that buck, or I don't know if he thought that I was gonna judge him for shooting that buck. And it was a really nice 8-pointer. There was nothing wrong with it. I mean, it wasn't a 200-inch monster buck, but it was a really solid Missouri 8-pointer. Nothing wrong with that deer at all. He should have been more than proud of shooting that deer. And I'm just going to get on my soapbox here a little bit, because right when I got that text, it kind of aggravated me, because I hear this all the time now. It seems like the past few years it's gotten worse and worse, where guys, if they don't shoot some monster buck, they just shoot, your average 8-pointer or whatever they shoot. They want to explain to you, oh yeah, he's a decent buck, but it's almost like I said, it's like they feel bad about shooting something that's not a 200-inch buck. And I think YouTube and your hunting channels, they've been pumping out this big buck content for years and years and years because it sells. That's why they pump it out. But what I'm trying to get here on my little soapbox is, who cares what other people think about what you shot? Who cares if other people think that your buck is inferior? Who cares if other people think that, oh, that buck needed another couple years, he could have been a monster? Who cares what they think? Shoot what makes you happy. Shoot whatever you want. It's deer hunting season. They give you tags to shoot deer. They don't give you tags so you wait out and, oh, I want to shoot the biggest monster buck. I don't know. It's just, I'm starting to ramble on here a little bit, but it's just insane to me that hunting has turned into this big buck competition. Listen, I love shooting big bucks. I typically shoot 1 or 2 really nice bucks every year. But I think, I don't, let me put it this way. I don't shoot big bucks so that I can go brag to other people. I typically don't really tell too many people about any of the deer I shoot. I tell my close friends, and that's that. Like, I don't hunt to impress other people. I don't shoot deer to impress other people. And I think that's what it's turned into, is I'm going to try to shoot the biggest buck possible so I can go on social media and tell everybody how great of a hunter I am. And I don't like that. I don't like the way hunting's going. And then a lot of these people that are new to hunting now get into hunting and think, oh my God, if I don't shoot anything under 160 inches, oh, I'm a loser. I'm a terrible hunter. And it's ridiculous. Like I said, shoot what makes you happy. Shoot what makes you proud. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Like I said, that's not what hunting is about. Hunting is not about the inches of the antler on a deer. I hate it. It makes me cringe every time I hear somebody talking about, oh, he's a 160, he's one, and that's the first thing it seems like a lot of guys do. They shoot a buck, and then the first thing they do is measure it. So, in my opinion, if you're hunting to kill the buck that has the highest number on a piece of paper, I think you're hunting for the wrong reasons. It's just my opinion. I think it's great to want to pursue big bucks. Like I said, I do it myself. I want to kill really nice bucks every year too. I'm all about that. But if your only goal when you go out hunting is to shoot the biggest buck and you don't care about anything else, that's all you're focused on, and then you turn it into this huge competition against everybody else, it's just not what hunting is about. And in my opinion, it's caused a whole lot of other problems, because then you get guys that are new to hunting that, instead of doing what you're supposed to do when you first start out hunting, and that's try to kill as many deer as possible so you get good at killing deer and you learn how to kill deer effectively, instead of doing that, all they're doing is passing up buck after buck after buck, and they're not shooting any does because all they're worried about is shooting a big giant 160-inch buck. And that, in my opinion, that's caused a whole slew of other problems. Where I live here in Missouri, CWD is becoming a huge issue, and deer overpopulation is becoming a huge issue. And across the nation, deer overpopulation is a huge problem because hunters who are supposed to be controlling the population aren't doing that. All they're concerned about is shooting a monster buck, and they don't care about anything else. So I know I'm going on a heck of a rant here, but there's just so many factors that come into play. Just where I live at here in Missouri, there's parts of Missouri like southern, real South Missouri, the deer, the body-wise are way smaller. Their racks are way smaller because the ground's different. The soil's different. There's different crops down there. There's a lot of areas that's just pure timber. And then you get up into northern Missouri, or like the area that I live in, you get a lot more cropland. The soil is more fertile, so the racks are bigger, the deer are bigger. So if you live down in southern Missouri, it's going to be really hard for you to compete with somebody that lives in northern Missouri as far as the size of the racks that you're shooting. There's all kinds of things that come into play, all kinds of different factors. It's just, to me, like I said, it is ridiculous to care about what other people think about what you shoot with your bow or with your rifle or with your shotgun. Shoot what makes you happy, and who cares what anybody else thinks? Don't shoot bucks because you think your friends are going to be impressed. Don't get caught up in that, please. Like I said, I'm all about hunting big bucks, big mature bucks. I love it. That's what I live for. That's the main reason I love deer hunting. But I also love shooting does, and I'm also not going to get upset if I shoot a buck that is under somebody else's standards, or maybe he needed, oh, that's only a 3.5-year-old. Why'd you shoot him? Give him a couple more years and he could have been a booner. I don't care about that stuff. I really don't. I shoot, if a deer walks in and my blood starts pumping and I think to myself, I want to shoot that deer, guess what? I'm shooting that deer, and I don't care what anybody thinks. So please, just don't worry about what other people think when it comes to hunting. Go out there and have fun. Go out there and learn. Learn something new every hunt you go out there. Constantly be trying to get better in hunting. That's the main goal, is to go out there, have fun, and learn something. That's what it's all about. Getting better and better and better every year. It's not about shooting bigger and bigger and bigger bucks every year. And guess what? The better you get at hunting, the more big bucks you start killing. It's not about just focusing on killing big bucks. It's about focusing on getting better as a hunter. Once you start to kind of figure out what deer are doing and what they like to do in your area and how they're moving through certain terrain features in certain areas, you're going to kill more big bucks because you have more knowledge on deer movement and how they like to move at different times of the year. So it's just naturally, you're going to start running into more and more big bucks the better you get. So please, don't focus on what other people think. Focus on the hunt and becoming a better hunter. Have an awesome day.